The Research Festival is about public engagement. One of the dangers of being an academic is that you work with the written word the whole time, you work with research papers. So the beauty of the Research Festival, it opens up a creative side, it limits the time that we have to get a message across, so we have to be very disciplined about really getting to the core of our research. Importantly, it gets the message out to the public in a way that means they have impact, that they change things in the world.
The idea of visually representing my research I found really intriguing and really fun, kind of way of making it a little bit more accessible to people who don't really engage with psychology and psychological theory on a daily basis.
It's really important that people understand my area of research, especially issues of exploitation, because it's something that's very wide and huge. Right now, 27 million are looked to be as slaves. So I think it's really important that individuals are able to understand what is the context, what's happening right now. It's very permanent throughout the world, even in the UK. So I think that's a big key.
Films, documentary are such a great medium of communication, really. So it can reach a wider audience without, I think, losing any of the complicated issues. My research project is basically a study of how the oil industry influenced the decolonization process in Algeria.
I'd like to welcome you to the 5th LSE Research Festival. It's really expanded from PhD students all the way through to senior professors. And it's found, I think, a fantastic way for people to express their research and express their ideas and insights in a completely different way.
The winner is Child versus Book, Emma Dyer. What the film did wonderfully is it captured the way in which you imagine you struggled to learn as a child.
Very surprising to win and very exciting. It's really nice to make a film and have some people watch it. I don't think people would have seen my work otherwise, actually.
The winner for the photograph category goes to Rachel Deacon.
We chose the image because it's a very kind of visually striking image, and yet it doesn't sort of reveal itself immediately, and it made us incredibly curious about the subject.
The image is of an Untitled ceremony in South Africa, which is a traditional female initiation ceremony. And the reason why it's relevant to my research, so my research is on young people and HIV and AIDS, is that it describes particular identity roles and gender roles within hostile communities, which are actually very interesting and very important for understanding the way the epidemic is spread within these communities.
You don't connect anymore solely by writing the big long article or the monograph. You have to acknowledge there are different ways in which to reach people, and visualization is a very important part.
The winner of the poster category is Angie Mehta, Martin Knapp, Annette Bauer, Margaret Perkins and Thomas Simon.
The poster clearly stood out as being a very good example of the reduction of very complex information into very simple visual terms.
Sharon Jackson for her photograph of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Well, it's great to have won the DTC prize. I guess it's the first year that they've awarded it, so and really it just gets a little more attention to the issues that the communities in Tanzania are dealing with that I'm doing my research with.
It's an interesting way to get a glimpse into an academic field, multiple fields that I personally don't have that much engagement with. It's highly visual, highly emotive. I think particularly the photographic side of the exhibition, where you can see sort of the faces, the emotions, the feelings behind the dry research that would come through people's papers or so. I think it's definitely an interesting way to present it.
What I think has been very good has been the variety of research. There was somebody from Michigan, and her research I voted for because she's sort of rolling back, barriers to understanding for people. So I thought that was really good.